All right, hey guys, this is Tom and Holly. We're going to give you a little update. We're using this format because we want to give you a little taste of what our life has become as we use technology to communicate and to do missions. And so, Holly, as you see on the screen there, about the COVID-19 and the coronavirus, Holly and the kids are down there in Corpus Christi, and I'm up here in Dallas because I went to Michigan to visit my dad, who's not doing well. And while I was gone, Holly and everybody in the house was diagnosed with corona. So I came up to Dallas, flew to Dallas instead of Corpus, stayed here with Virginia and Tom Jr. and getting some work done from here because of this very technology we're going to share with you. So go ahead and pull up that next slide there, Holly. On your screen, she's sharing slides from her screen, and we are able to share and talk about all different kinds of things. So right now we are working with University of the Nations, YWAM Lakeside, Montana, the King's Lodge over in England to do the Bible Core course online using this format right here, this Zoom meeting and phone calls. We use carrier teams, which are small groups of individuals spread out, and they are like our on-site leaders and small group leaders. And we meet with them once a week and do the course. It's an inductive Bible study course. We study 16 books of the Bible inductively. One started in March, one started in August, one graduates in December, and one graduates in January. And so we study the books and they turn in their homework. We study online. There's a picture of me when I was teaching with the camera and everything set up, and we turn in their assignments. They make observation, interpretation, application, like inductive Bible study methods. Here's a sample of one of the students' work from Amos, and then they upload them to our website, and then we grade them and return them and continue. And so, yeah, so this technology allows us to not only meet in our classrooms, but also with our leadership team. That's Lauren Cunningham on the left there, our founder. And so we've been able to meet with different people. In the bottom picture there, you can see there's a few pictures on the screen there. We had 53 people in our first Bible Core course online. And so, but we use this technology to meet with our students, our participants, our trainees, the ones we're discipling, as well as our leadership around the globe. So go ahead and go to the next one there.
And our remote staff.
And our remote staff, yeah. So looking forward to 2021, we have some things going on. Speaking of staff, we have new staff arriving, and the little world there with the people looks like that's some of our remote staff that represented there around the world. And so that's Megan on top and Brandon on the bottom. They'll be joining us in January. And in January, after they arrive, we're going to go right into graduation with the one school and then have a time of debrief. And what's cool about the debrief is all of our partners, YWAM Lakeside, Montana, our staff in India, England, Pennsylvania, they're all going to be flying down here, Lord willing, and COVID cooperating. And we're going to have an in-person time of debrief right here in Corpus Christi as we review what's been done and try to tweak it, make it better, and then improve it to go forward in the future as we continue to lead and to guide and disciple and go to the nations, even using this technology. Holly, go ahead and tell them about the DTS.
I don't know what happened here.
You pushed that button all the way to the end, didn't you? I see
wow.
How you did that.
So it stopped the screen sharing, and I'm not sure what I did, but this happens sometimes when we're doing a live teaching, and we just keep going. And so I was about to show you a screen, and we'll see. I'm not sure if my computer just glitched because it just shut it down. Okay, so there's our new staff and debrief. Okay, so we do our secondary schools with the University of Nations. Normally, used to be they were online, in person. At about 15 years, we had an online program, but it didn't take off until COVID. And then we just happened to be in the right place at the right time and really pioneered this new way of doing secondary schools. However, the discipleship training school, because it's discipleship, it's a heart school. It's it's discipleship. You do it in a live, learn environment. Those schools cannot be done online. They still have to be done in person. So when COVID started, almost globally, YWAM stopped our discipleship training schools. A few of them have started back up. We chose to wait until April. So we're starting our first one in April, God willing, and COVID free. It's a True North DTS. You'll notice down at the bottom, the Maritime Academy. Because we had such great success with the Bible Core course, we are doing maritime training online. So we're coupling our discipleship training school with maritime training, a maritime track. So we can train people, disciple them, and really work with them, also giving them a skill that they could maybe get a job with later, or if they stay in missions, they could serve on one of our 28 vessels around the world. And we do not yet have a vessel, so be praying for it. Two of these pictures are in Corpus, one's Hawaii. That's the city of Corpus Christi, and then that's our bay. And so we're praying for a vessel, a training vessel. It can be a small vessel, preferably a small vessel, so we can get these trained. And then later in the year, in June, we'll be doing the Send. We'll participate in that. We're not doing anything other than being reps and then taking some people up to Kansas City. The Send is check the Send out online. They've had lots of this young generation committing their life to do whatever it takes to see the nation saved. It's really something, and it's international. It's not a U.S. thing. It's big time in Brazil. But the main guy is YWAMer, but it's a bunch of different mission organizations. And then I'm getting to the fun stuff. I mean, the missions is fun, but I have to tell you about the grandkids. This is Oliver. If you remember, he was a miracle baby. It was a miracle pregnancy, actually, and Brittany lived to just testify. And they live in California now. They're no longer chefs because the whole industry is pretty much shut down. But Oliver will be one next month, and there he is enjoying his avocado. This is amazing. This is Jonathan and Rachel and our third generation of YWAMers. Ariel is welcoming Solomon into her little family, and we're super excited. John and Rachel serve with us part-time. They serve full-time in YWAM Darby, and then they donate a few hours a week to help us with our carrier teams and our Bible study. This is Miriam and her little family, including her little dog. And Miriam's a first responder, so she's really seen a lot of sorrow and sickness during COVID, and we just keep praying for her. She also has COVID right now. She was COVID-free for a long time, and she finally got it, so she's homesick as well. And this is Miracle. This is little Theodore. Theodore's our little Filipino baby. Andrew's over in the Philippines right now. He was on his way to the Philippines when COVID happened and couldn't get in, and he couldn't get in until he actually had blood relative there. And so once Theo was born, he was able to get a visa, and he's in the Philippines. And here's another picture because it was such an amazing story. And I included this picture of great grandma to Theo because this is just crazy. Andrew's sending us videos. It looks beautiful over there. And we actually have a new YWAM Ships Ministry location in the Philippines. And I just think it's pretty spectacular that we have a YWAM Ships boat over there, or it's on its way over there. And so, but we're hoping to get Kazel and Theo here fairly soon. And then this is Esther. Most of you know Esther is my competitive elite cheerleader, but she had a concussion a year ago and she's rock climbing now. It's just a tad bit safer. And there's Michael. He's serving 6 months in Mexico. He just graduated college, and he's doing 6 months as a missionary just to kind of see what it's like and ask the Lord what he would have for the rest of his life. Michael is a financial planner, so we like him. Then we still do have 4 other children. There's one not pictured. Tommy's 31. He doesn't let me take pictures of him. And then you see Joseph in his little football practice shirt, and Rebecca. They both are in 9th grade. So they do a variation of online school from home, or they go to the high school, or whatever it happens to be that week. It changes week by week. Joshua has been a lifeguard all summer. He's doing a dual enrollment all online. And last, I included this picture of this hurricane hitting the Gulf Coast. This is not the current one, because I just wanted to remind us as you're looking at this to be praying for Central America and just this devastation they're hitting, and that's hitting them even now as I'm talking. But also, this is why we do what we do, so we can take the gospel to remote locations, so we can do relief and development when hurricanes come in, so we can offer the hope of Christ physically and spiritually, so we can train people. And it birthed in YWAM out of a hurricane. It birthed in Tom and I out of Hurricane Mitch in 1998. The hurricanes still happen, and this is still our motivation to go to the nations and go to these remote places. So this is just a small hurricane that hit the Gulf Coast. So anyway, thank you, and I'll stop sharing. Tom?
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for listening to our little video, and we hope that you enjoyed our presentation as much as we enjoy making it for you. And you can read more about it. It's in the rest of the newsletter here, but that you'll be getting in the next couple days. Or actually, this is going to be embedded in the newsletter. So, but it'll also be on our YouTube channel. So yeah, well, take care, and thank you for your prayers, friendship, and support. God bless.
Thanks. Bye.